Well, greetings. Hey, howdy, hey, one and all. All right, that was not a very smooth transition. I gotta fix that. Maybe over this break I'll be able to figure it out. Anyway, greetings, one and all. Hope you are having a great Christmas season so far. All right, something is in the background. There's some audio. Disable that. All right, that seems to be better. All right. Well, the last normally I start this with playing around just to make sure everything is good to go. And I just came from a game I kind of wish had been on stream. Because I encountered a player who seemed to be taking no damage. And it was very shocking to kind of see, because round after round kept getting worse and worse. It's like this person is not pulling back, not healing. A boss was fighting them. And even after I got eliminated, I watched the other player as they took round after round after round. Nothing happened. Very peculiar, honestly. I know that people are going to have hacks, but usually it's not super obvious. That one was surprisingly obvious. Winter Cabin is a tab, but you have to open your first present. It doesn't show what it is, at least it did for me. Greetings, Jess. Hope you're doing well. For those that are new around here, or who somehow, for whatever reason, discovered this as a video in the future, these are the community games that we have. They happen on Friday and Saturday. We are going to shift that for the spring. They're going to be from the middle of the day, and it's going to become in the early evening. I'm not too keen on doing that transition, but it cannot be helped at this point, based upon schedules. So we're going to be focusing on trying to make sure that during the Christmas season we maintain the current. Oh, hey, perfect. Bring me a sword. That's the very first item. Wonderful. Oh, that's not good. That was close. If he had gotten a good shot on me, I would have been over. But anyway, we are going to be keeping it at the current time slot for another 2 weeks. On the third week, we're going to start shifting it. I think it's the third week. Is it the third week? I'll have to look at my calendar again. Stand by just a second. Actually, I better get inside, just in case somebody sneaks up on me, because that has happened a couple of times before. Okay, here we go. Hide right there. I'm going to come over here and double check something. All right, is this working? I knew there was something. There we go. My green screen wasn't all the way down. Anything else? It looks like it's good enough. Okay, put my menus back to the way they were. I watched the mini event where Mariah Carey bursts out of the ice block. It's now Winterfest. Isn't it interesting that how many people either love or hate it? Mariah Carey's music has definitely made people have some strong opinions about where it should be in the Christmas season. I personally am perfectly fine with it. Groovy. Where does this portal come from? C didn't have that. Ooh, that could have been bad. So, some people are not super keen on it. And I was over at a coffee shop this last week, and somebody started playing Mariah Carey's music, and immediately the person started freaking, the people at the place started freaking out, like, quick, change the channel. I was like, I don't think it deserves that much of a freak out, but I know some people have strong opinions on it. For those that don't know, you can be able to join in on these community games. You just have to be a part of our Discord. Why is that the case? Well, there's rare exceptions we'll have, and exceptions always do exist. But it's a way to help prevent people from being fly-by-night arrivals, as well as helps to prevent a bunch of scammers and bots. Yes, we have encountered that. We're a small Discord. We're a small community, and our Discord has been a way to kind of help prevent some of that stuff. Whoa, did that rock just shift? I'm so glad it's Winterfest in this game. It really should have began like a week ago. I would have made things a lot better. Ooh. Yes, I'll take that. It's overplayed. It is indeed. Maybe it's a sign that we need more new Christmas music to come out. Because with that being one of the most recent ones, yeah, they probably need to have something to help offset it. Now, back in the day, it would have been White Christmas. People would have been singing I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas constantly. A little bit more than they probably should have. Especially for places that have no White Christmas potential. Alrighty, so before we get any further, I'm going to throw myself into the game channel over on the Discord. Pull my notifications up here again, so that way it doesn't cause any problems. And going to up. That's not it. Gotta fix this default again. There we go. So I was out shopping this last yesterday, and I noticed that oh great, We just had a problem here. Things glitched. Okay, this has happened before. This is not it. Here we go. Refresh. There we go. I gotta figure out what's causing that. That's so weird. But anyway, I was out shopping yesterday for just a little bit of time. Take that, Mrs. Incredible. And I noticed that the number of people out and about is more than it used to be. At least up here. Now, normally, year after year, we've seen fewer and fewer people out and about. There are actually quite a few people out and about right now, and that's encouraging to see. Far too often, we are kind of bottling ourselves up in this culture. We are locking ourselves away behind screens or inside our homes, and so thus our communities are not really thriving the way that they used to. Spider-Man, the Menace. Oh, come on. You're not the one I was trying to find. Where's the Spider-Man? Bring me Spider... Oh, where'd he go? But anyway, our communities are torn apart enough, and to have people not being out and about during one of the most festive times of year is a bit sad. I hope that changes. We will see. Some people are probably going to keep wanting to... Oh, maybe he's over here. Some people are probably going to want to keep isolating themselves, but for the majority of us, we need to be engaged. And I was reminded about that recently because I saw somebody who was in need of community, and he was bemoaning the fact that he had lost community. I thought, that's unfortunate. I asked in what ways he was trying to reach out to find ways to engage any sort of community, and he didn't really have any options. He described his situation. I was like, yeah, it doesn't sound like there's too many good chances for you to do that. Doesn't mean that's impossible. It just means that it's far more difficult than it probably needs to be. And we all have a role in that. We all can have the chance to actually make it better. Is that Spider-Man? Come here, Spider-Man. You better be Spider-Man. No, you're not. You're the bot, and you are... Oh, you're one of those bread critters. Ugh. Oh, these things keep coming back. Interesting. Demon guard. Okay, dog. Speak. Oh, you don't speak. Very well. Fine. You can fight these critters all you want. I will not interfere with you, you loaf. Okay, what does this thing do? Inspect. A mini blizzard. Prevents sprinting while inside. I wonder if it stops teleportation. That could be helpful. Shame I left my car behind. That's a bot. You also are bots. This is surprisingly effective. Hello, are you a real player? Oh, yep, there's the Spider-Man. Oh, come on. Typical Spider-Man, probably bouncing between the multiverse. He knew I was in the area. And obviously, the enemy of a spider is a cat. The little wind guy now looks like a snowball. Okay, somebody's over here. Stand by just a second. A lot of gunfire in the area. Where's this fella? All right, let's try this grenade. See what happens. Oh, that's a really small distance. You're not Spider-Man. You're Batman. Well. Where did that menace go? So during the Christmas season, do you become more or less likely to kind of be a Grinch? I've been curious about this because I know that there are many people that really don't like Christmas as a whole. A lot of people that kind of prefer any other holiday. And then for whatever reason, Christmas is not on that list of ones that they like. Hey there. So some people do become Grinches as time goes on. And it's kind of interesting to think that throughout history, there's always been somebody that doesn't like Christmas. And back in the day, it would have been referred to as being a Scrooge, possibly. And now, in our current generation, we refer to it more of as being a Grinch. But it's still one and the same. Both of them have a distaste for Christmas, and both of them eventually learn to appreciate it. My Fortnite is updating now, says Rolling Chairs. It shouldn't take too long. Indeed. Greetings, sir. I hope you're doing well. And greetings, Bastion. How are you doing, sir? All right, come back here, buddy. Phew, that was close. All right. Oh, no, it's Spider-Man. Well, now I got the portal. Oh, golly, that's bad. Spider-Man got me when I'm down. I knew he was a menace and a villain. Oh, golly, that was so close. Good thing I can hide up here. But I'm not going over to that mountain. Too bad you can't heal while you're in the air. That would be nice. Oh. Oh, no. Get away from me, Storm. Cats hate storms. Okay. That's not Spider-Man. You are a bot. Oh, it's just me and Spider-Man now. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. He's probably got all his shield. He's already escaped me twice. Ooh. Come on. Yes! Oh, wait, wrong one. Yes! Spider-Man is dead. That was close. All right. Victory. So how many people do you think, percentage-wise, are Grinches or Scrooges during this time of year? I would probably say it's... Personally, I think it might be fairly close to being around 10 to 20% guaranteed. I think there's a lot of people that are not fans of it, but they kind of grin and bear it. All right, let's look at this Winterfest area. Ah, nice to see that they brought the lodge back.
To play around with this time.
Oh.
At least they gave us a cabin.
Indeed, indeed. How you doing, Jess?
You can see the 2 sections with the presents, and you can watch the Yule log that supercharged XP. Or gives you XP or something like that. But
oh, look at that.
the cabin's in other areas. Like, okay, they didn't give it last year. The year before, there was like a fridge. Like when you clicked on one present area, and then there, you can see a fridge behind it, and you clicked when you looked into it. I'm not sure. I don't remember if it was every day or like, but stuff would randomly change in the fridge. It was kind of fun to see what. Oh, and when you look at the presents to the right, you can click on the handbells, and it does do that ring it on emote. when I get you the ding ding that starts
Oh.
with the bell thing, and then it kind of remixes it.
Classy. I love that they have the cat waving his arm, but he's got Easter bunny ears on him, so it's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, the kind of different looking Lucky Cat.
Too bad shaking the presents doesn't actually tell you anything. Or at least as far as I can tell.
No, it just
Greetings.
makes noise.
Oh, greetings, Dadman. Dadman's come by and says,
Hey,
just saw
Dad.
Winterfest is up. I DM'd you about January. We're trying to heal up here. Heal up. Heal up. Let me see. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that should work out. Lots of sick. I'm sorry to hear that, Dadman. I hope you all find some comfort and recovery during this time period. Golly, there's a lot of people that are not feeling well these days. But you know, it's actually kind of interesting. I remember there was like times in the past when, like, I remember everybody just got sick. And right now, at least up here in Alaska, it really hasn't happened a whole lot. But it seems like the people that do get sick, it really hits them hard. One present open.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got hit with something hard last week.
Did you ever figure out what it was?
Nope. One of those, you know, stomach bugs that goes around. Probably, you know. Who knows, it maybe could have been a flu, or it could just been a bug.
That's unfortunate. But you're feeling much better, I assume?
Yep. Yeah, it's just those 2 days.
We've taken turns being sick this week, says Dadman. That is unfortunate. I hope you all will be feeling much better before we really get to next week. I've noticed, though, with a couple of folks, they've been dealing with a lot of really interesting sort of ailments. And I was actually kind of curious to find out that, I was a bit baffled to find out that the whole concept of having a head cold is relatively still new for us. People in the olden days had head colds, but it wasn't nearly as bad as we had after we entered the 1900s. I found that a little kind of curious. I don't know if it was because we were just sick in different ways and our body became resistant to it or what, but the illnesses we suffer through are not usually as deadly, but they're more obnoxious than they probably used to be. I'm not a medical professional, but I did hear someone mention that, so I don't know if it's true or not. By the way, folks, for anyone out there...
We don't really know for sure about that old stuff. All we have is, you know, their records of what they wrote.
Yes.
You know?
Well, I remember that... I remember back during World War I, they had the Spanish flu. And the Spanish flu has actually been accused of becoming the variants of the common head cold that we have. And so that might explain why it all sparked the way that it did. Well, now we have coronavirus that has mutated and become all these different variations out there. We'll have to see if that kind of becomes the new head cold. But I know, at least for me, I haven't gotten a cold like I used to in a long time. Maybe it's coming, and I just don't realize it. But anyway, I do find it kind of interesting. My illnesses tend to be more fever-related than they used to be, when beforehand it was all head cold sort of stuff. By the way, folks, for those that want to participate in these games, all you have to do is be a part of our Discord. We make exceptions for that, but typically we just have to have you part of the community in some way, shape, or form that we know who you are. And that way people can jump on whenever they want. Stay away
from here for the next bit.
Stay away from there. Okay. We're going to land right here.
Up until the end of the... Oh, no, wait, or it might be done now. They were continuing the Mariah Carey every game for like an hour after.
Mariah Carey gang? So everybody has the skin
you'd land
on?
there, you couldn't do anything. And then after a little bit, she'd do the "It's time" thing, and the block would burst and she'd sing the song.
I want to see that. All right, we got bots that landed with us.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, but this bot can hit. Of course, I made it easier for him.
Yeah.
You know, it's also interesting when you think about it that we have, well, basically to be around other people that are sick basically means that you're all going to be taking turns of being sick. It's a very unfortunate sort of situation. Oh, golly. How did he get over there? I thought I saw him go to the left. I'm looking at the replay. I got to figure out what happened.
He's getting up his friend.
Yeah, on the replay, it looks like he went left.
He just jumped over the counter.
Oh. Alright, going to get your card. Someone's behind me.
It's freaking... That... Yeah. That...
Goof.
Ooh.
Alright. I'm down. Guy's probably coming for you, Jess. Gotta run. Flee. Find safety and sanctuary somewhere.
Where are you? There you are.
That tentacle is really freaky.
Oops. Corner too tight.
Now, I personally believe there are giant creatures that, but not that big of a tentacle, but that there are big octopus
there you
and
are.
squid out there. Oh no, you're in trouble! No! Wow, you swim really fast for having those slippers. I didn't know they put motors inside of those.
Oh, Christmas tree. A present. Okay. That's somebody for that.
Ooh, car.
Car.
Huzzah.
Ah, it didn't turn. I was pushing the stick to the left.
Alright, I'm gonna take a look, see if I can get YouTube to work again over here. Because it has not really been wanting to function today. Alright. View channel.
I'm booting you.
Yep, it's not going to want to cooperate. Ugh. Oh well. So I just have to hope that's still functioning.
Going on nearby.
That's fine.
But there's a chest out here. Oh, there's Christmas wreaths on it, and there's loot inside. There's minis, there's chests in here. Must have been a bot going through, because there's a few walls destroyed, and then... But chests are unopened and stuff.
Oh, what a lovely little tree. You know, it's kind of funny to think that we have a Christmas theme for Japan, and Japan really doesn't celebrate Christmas. So it's kind of goofy to see that. Some holidays you can export to other countries. We've tried to do that with our holidays. Christmas, Easter. Everyone has been trying to find a way to commercialize it across other cultures. And it doesn't really work all that well. Because you have to believe in... Oh, it's the guy from earlier. Okay, he's got a good aim. Pulling back. You have to believe in the reason that it takes place to begin with. If you don't believe there's something special about Christmas, well then, why would you want to celebrate it? Oh, because you got Santa, you got gifts? Yeah, well, they have that, and it's called New Year's. It's just different.
Well, pretty much a lot of every Northern Hemisphere culture has had some sort of celebration about this time of year.
It has, indeed.
I wouldn't be surprised if there wouldn't be something even on the Southern Hemisphere, because while it's winter solstice for us, it'd be the summer solstice for them, which I would imagine still be something they'd want to...
Yeah, that's why it's kind of funny that people try to export it. It's like trying to export the Chinese New Year to the U.S. Do some people want it? Yes, but most people, they couldn't care one way or the other. Especially when you realize how much it's going to cost for people during a... Oh, thank you. How much it is going to cost to celebrate? Ooh. It's a pretty expensive sort of thing. I think the Chinese New Year is celebrated over 1 to 2 weeks. And so when they try and export it, do you really want to be having all your employees taking 1 to 2 weeks of leave? Now, it works in China because over in China, they have, they don't get any holidays. So they kind of get it all bottled into one batch, you could say.
Yep.
Alright, I need to find myself a sword here. Sure like how many buildings there are in these areas. They're fairly complex. You can't destroy the whole place just like you used to on Chapter 3 Island. That one was way too easy to destroy. Interesting landmarks.
We also had a lot of big vehicles that we were able to use,
Yep, that's true.
Are you sacrificing a sprite?
Not me.
I'm hearing the noise.
I'm just trying to find myself a sword.
Sounds like. Hearing a woo noise. Oh, Bastion's doing something inside, and it created the noise.
Ah.
Oh, there's one inside here. He sacrificed the shield one. I'm pretty.
Ah, there we go. The Oni mask.
What the?
Trying to climb this area is a little difficult. Oh, that's the storm.
Oh shoot, storm.
Hold back.
Hello?
Hello. Oh, hey there, rolling chairs. How you doing? Hey, the portal is no longer active.
Alright. I hired the bot. No, righty. I know. Freaking out of the storm.
No sword, no sword. How very sad. All right. Gonna start off with this Oni mask then. Someone is down over there. Fire away! Oh, come on.
Where's who they were fighting? Oh, up there.
Oh, yep, there's the other guy. Oh, golly, someone's
car.
right next to me. Oh, that's unfortunate. Man, there's a lot of teams here. I'm going to try and crawl away to safety as best as I can. Beware across the way. Team with some pretty good accuracy. Imagine somebody running around with their glowing cosplay armor and trying to haul this gigantic human-sized cat. Thank you, Bastion. Hey, sword. Perfect. Now we're up to speed. Get away! I mean, come back. Ooh, more swords. Alright. Gotta get Jess's card. Now time to go over to this vehicle and order ourselves up a brand new Jess. All right. Oh yes, new Oni mask. Just what I need. I need to get some shield before I go too much further. Here we go. Oh, car. Oh, no, I want that. Here we go.
Thank you.
Indeed, indeed. Where do you drive to? Yeah, another team way over there. So, okay. If only you could do massive jumps while holding a sword, which is not something you really want to do. Be able to survive a jump off of a cliff with that. Ooh, ice. Oh, this is actually really fast when you have ice on your feet and the sword. Hokey smokes. This is great. I feel like the ice feet have a little bit more traction than they used to. Oh, I messed that one up. Okay, except, there we go.
Don't you run away from me. Oh, okay, you're gone. I can't.
Oh. Confounded icy feet. You're stuck back here too, buddy. You're going nowhere.
Wait, how do I... Oh. Wait, where are you?
I'm back here in the storm at the base of the of the dam. And Deadpool watched as I fell to pieces. There are 2 people in that area, so just be forewarned. You need health. Oh no, it's not good.
Correct.
Get out of here. Leave me behind. You and Bastion must do it on your own. Oh wait, no, never mind. Bastion's not here. We're all doomed. Destroyed by the storm and icy feet. Okay. Man, that's unfortunate. Those stupid icy feet.
All right, I need to go. I have an interview somewhere.
Oh, well, I hope the interview goes well, Bastion. Thanks for stopping by and tell us about your success later on. Which we hope and pray is success.
See you, Bastion.
Now, it's kind of interesting. I've actually been hearing recently that there's a lot of people that are starting to notice that companies are not really hiring the way that they're supposed to. And I'm beginning to get suspicious that some of the claims are correct, maybe. That people are just saying that they're hiring just to get a tax break. And if that is true, then we got a big problem in this culture, that we're willing to rather get government printed money than actually try and earn it. If companies are doing this, I hope they go under. One guy claimed to have put in for over 700, well, was it 600 or 700 jobs in years? And I completely believe that at this point. It is so easy to put in for jobs, and it is automated in some cases. So you could theoretically put in for hundreds of jobs and only hear back from one. At times I wish I was a business owner. Not because I want necessarily to be rich or anything, but because I want to help fix this problem that is out there. I feel like even people that know about it, that want to fix it, don't have the stomach to want to fix it. It's one of the reasons why I've liked what Trump has said about the tax loopholes. He says, yes, I've exploited it, and I want to make sure that nobody does it again. And the people that don't want it have also exploited it, and they just don't want people to know that that exists. Now, I don't want to take advantage of it because, well, don't want to be put myself up for lawsuits when I don't have the affordability of lawyers, so you can't do that. But I do know some people, they have tried, as common folk, you could say, to exploit the tax system, and it doesn't go well.
Is the turtle still here?
I don't know.
Turtle had better
Well,
be
I know that he
hibernating.
moved from always. After he was always in that one spot, and then he moved. He's been, I guess, in different spots. Like it rotates. Like he could be in
Oh, yeah.
one of multiple
Yeah.
spots. Last I heard. But there's a quest to kind of find him, I guess. If you go in the storyline ones, there's one that's like at the bottom, like separate. And it says something about turtle, and it gives you a full level up.
Another team here.
Yep.
Getting there slowly.
And we're getting shot at. No, I found some med kits, yay, but I don't have to get shot at, and the only weapon I have is a shotgun. I need up close.
That's one. Taco hands. Shouldn't have had a taco in your hand. Maybe you would have survived. And
My ear won't stop
switch.
popping.
You're all dead?
So annoying. Oh, what is this?
Oh crap, it does damage. I didn't realize it did damage.
Whoa.
Oh, it messes with your shield,
Shield?
or whatever.
So that's what it's like to be
Okay,
inside
take
of that
the-
thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
You know,
supposed to slow you down, and you can't sprint. It's supposed to kind of like slow stuff down in that area or something. Didn't realize it did damage. Doesn't say damage. It says a mini blizzard in grenade form. Store to create a blizzard that slows and prevents sprinting while inside. I thought, oh, this will be a funny little, like shockwaving,
Now, I saw a video recently. It was a commentator who was starting to mention about the need of a government shutdown, because right now there is the potential that things could shut down, and this time it could actually happen. Because up until now, it's kind of been a game. Oh, is it going to shut down? Oh, surprise, it's not. We're going to increase the debt even more, things like that. But it could actually happen this time. And if not this time, then later on next year, it probably will. Well, I've been torn on this. Now, up until recently, I've been all for government shutdown. I think that there's so much corrupt spending that it needs to stop. But recently I've come to learn something about what happens during a transition of government, of basically a government-driven economy to a capitalist economy, which is basically what would happen. And I don't think it's going to go as wonderfully as some of the biggest advocates for a government shutdown may think. There was a video that came out on Tim Pool recently in which he is kind of, was it Tim Pool or was it someone else? Somebody who was mocking the government people and saying, oh, well, you don't deserve to have any sort of reassurance of income. You need to have risk just like the rest of us. You need to be able to pay the consequences for when things go wrong. Now, I'm all for that. Well, I was for that. Because I've been pondering this a lot recently because I'm deeply concerned about how our economy is set up right now. See, somebody who is already on top wants there to be a shutdown. Ooh, candy. Wants there to be a shutdown because, honestly, what it does is it enables people to win on their own merit. Now, I'm a fan of that. I think your own merit should be what drives your income. But what about the people that don't have the ability to compete? That's where I started having a change of heart. Now, I'm still for it. I still think that there needs to be a change in how things happen in our country. I think we shouldn't be having endless debt. But I also realize there are a lot of people in this world, a whole lot, that don't actually have the ability to compete. Now, what is somebody that cannot compete? Well, somebody that has a handicap. And I'm not talking about the people that claim to have a handicap that don't actually. I mean like people who legitimately have a handicap. Somebody who...
For what?
So like, let's say, for example, somebody is missing a leg. That's going to limit what you can do in your in the economy. Now, there are a lot of jobs in the government where you could have a missing leg and actually still kind of find success. Oh, somebody's right there. Another handicap, you could say, is another handicap is somebody who has weaker strength than someone else, and they're in an area where they don't have the ability to maybe get a desk job. Which, by the way, once government shutdown begins, you're going to find the amount of desk-related jobs is going to disappear drastically. Now, I'm kind of for that. I think that we need to be more active in this culture. But I don't think that it would go as smoothly as we would think. And handicap is just one part of it. But here's where it really, when I really started to realize that we are not set up currently to make the transition. We are in a dual income economy right now. If you have a family, you need a dual income. Our wages are not good. Our wages are way unbalanced. Now, what did people do in the olden days? Because obviously people made it work in other ages. Well, if you look at history, there were a lot of people that didn't actually work. And they were given a stipend from family. Well, we don't have that sort of culture anymore. A lot of people have this idea of, hey, you got to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. Well, sure, that works out great if you have the strength or finances to do so. If you don't, You basically have someone pulling the rug out from under you. And I think people who are big-time names on YouTube are actually a good example. If you think that, hey, everyone should be competing for standard run-of-the-mill jobs, sure, I'm all for that. But that means that we need to break up monopolies. And I mean heavily break them up. And that means even YouTube personalities, because they have too much reach and they kill competition. They have a monopoly, you could say. Disney is a monopoly. X is a monopoly. Meta is a monopoly. They all control things but they're not in the same way that they used to be. A monopoly would have been that you control all aspects of the production pipeline. Well, how do you change that? Well, for the modern era, well, you cannot have things that reach across state boundaries. That means you have state limited business. Oh, that McDonald's chain that reaches across the whole world, yeah, you now have to break that up, and now it can be called McDonald's, but you basically are the only one who controls it, or maybe limit it to like 3 states.
You notice this having snowfall?
Oh, what lovely little snowfall. I like it. But you have to break up these monopolies before you can make such a drastic change to how the economy works. And again,
government.
Sorry, what was that?
Stop paying the government.
That could help. Stop paying the government.
Isn't that what the whole shutdown's about? Like,
well, it's not just that. So let's say that you're let's say you're in the military. You suddenly are now kind of on notice to not get paid. So you basically now have people who are civil servants, people who are either in the world of education, government regulation, or military or whatnot. All these people are going to have a pay cut because nobody can afford to have the government shut down, so to speak. It's a business that is, so to speak, too big to fail. I'm all for having a shutdown. I think we need to stop our wasteful
I think
spending.
It's all just about measure. Like, I think there's just too much bloat. Like, maybe too much people on the payroll.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that might be why it's a bit intimidating. And everyone's just having a drastic reaction. Like, no, don't pay anyone.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
Oh, I have full health for you, Jess. Rolling chair, sorry.
I don't know really what's going on with it all.
Yeah. Being able to find a middle ground is really tough right now because everyone's so passionate about it. They either want to shut down or they don't want to shut down. There's very few people who are like, hey, let's shut things down by like 10%.
Isn't it over a bill? Like,
well, it's over a government spending period. So the government gives a budget of what they're going to be spending for the next few months. And it will be everything from public construction to people's wages to overseas giving. And I think what we need to do is we need to change it in terms of finding a way to ease off the wage. We ease off the bloating. So the first thing you could do is say, hey, you know what, this year we're not allowed to give any more money to an overseas entity. I think that's the biggest and best thing we could do as a culture.
This is about to die, you realize.
Yeah, we're going to find a gas station. But first I want to show you this interesting thing I just found. Look at the sign up there. Beware, you will have a crash.
If
Pretty
you're not
clever.
paying attention. Ooh.
Hey, somebody's here.
Oh, footstep right here.
Someone's going in too. Perfect. This is
You
me.
said. Are they over here with Durburger guy? I'm thinking this is where the Dur Sushi guy
He's back around here,
Yep.
probably upstairs. Wait a minute. There we go.
Where are they? Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone's up here.
Yep.
Boys.
Right up there.
Uh-oh, I accidentally shot the bot. He wasn't acting like he was the bot, so I ended up shooting him.
Ah, yeah. That's fine. Destroy the AI.
Help!
Uh-oh.
Help! Got a sword for you too.
So we do need to balance things because
But
the
Seth,
older generation has robbed the younger generation of a future. And that is the most frustrating thing, that people have been able to get away with that. Back in the olden days, that would have been a crime, so to speak. Uh-oh.
They're still
Darn
low.
it. Wrong item. Nicely
Nice.
done.
crap, footsteps coming up behind me.
Run.
I'm blocking the shots.
Oof. Phooey.
That wasn't much of a wall, there was those big windows.
Taken out by Frosty. What a cold thing to do.
The only thing
Hey,
I've
have you
seen
looked
is
at
that
the shop
bill
yet?
was like so big at like last second.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying, like, the way it seems is like they're just trying to squeeze in a bunch of unnecessary spending
Yeah.
on stuff that like would appeal to our emotions. Like, oh, we do gotta pay for the veterans and all the civil stuff, while they try to sneak in like another 300 million to stuff they can do for whatever.
Yeah, that is indeed true.
Like, I saw a picture of the two bills compared, like the original one, the reform bill, or whatever.
I hate that skippity. Such a
Yeah. So,
trash. Interesting little snowbird.
on Marvel Rivals, they're doing a Jeff's winter event right now.
Oh, nice. That's some old skins there. Old looking skins. Elf helpers. Oh my. Those are pretty interesting looking footwear. Better than the sneakers, I will say that. The sneakers, that's such a weird thing to want to get.
Oh, yeah.
Snoop. Ugh.
Especially-
No one wants Snoop. Get him out of here.
It's so weird that they put Snoop into Christmas thing.
Well, he's got a Christmas thing.
He's in like everything this season. Coming a bit much.
No, he's got like Elf on the Shelf, but it's Snoop on the Stoop.
That's so
I'm like-
weird sounding.
My
Oh
screen's like
Actually
frozen
got
right
a
now.
whole little section
Oh,
in our little seasonal area.
Sorry.
A whole bunch of different Christmas stuff. Even a Martha version of a little like sort of Elf on the Shelf. Martha Stewart.
I didn't realize it was Y to get out of the press the Y button to get out of the cabin. I just kept pressing B, 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 B.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, it says it at the bottom.
Yeah. That was frozen for a sec.
Probably
So
so
here-
that when you're backing out of looking at a low section, you don't completely back out.
Yeah.
Did you use your back to sort of back out of looking at them? But the leakers have like used the thing and so they know what's in each of the presents. And I posted a photo of it in games if you want to know to control what you get in what order.
No, that wouldn't be fun. You gotta be able to wonder what it is you're gonna get. Like, I opened up a square box earlier, and I thought, a flat square box, and I thought, oh, obviously this has got to be a bicycle, and it turned out to be a record. There's one time where I opened up a Christmas present before I was supposed to when I was a kid. It was the only time I did that. And I put it back together, and that's when I realized it actually sucked out so much of the fun of it. And I was fairly young, and I thought, wow, I did not realize that it would be this kind of this discouraging when you finally have it and the guilt starts weighing up on you that you took advantage of this. And lo and behold, as that was enough to kind of shell shock me as a kid, and I never did that again. Now, there's times where I knew what it was, just because sometimes the wrapping job is pretty obvious. But other times, you're always left with confusion, and that's definitely a helpful thing. All right, going back to my favorite little town, where we're going to probably get eliminated. So here's something about the spending that's taken place. Now, there are a lot of government groups that are taking advantage of the system. I think, though, that people's wages and the government spending should be separated. If you're being given a wage, it should be viewed differently, so that way there's less. Oh golly. Oh, that's you. I thought that was the enemy. My bad. I panicked. All right. But so you want to?
Someone's going in now.
Well, sorry, what was that?
Someone's going in now.
Oh, yep. It's Batman.
Yeah, there's another right here.
Oh, you're not Batman. Oof. That's right, rabbit. Get wrecked. Thank you. So government spending. How do you ease off the gas without destroying your economy while at the same time making sure you don't make the same mistakes? You have to separate the wages first, and then you have to start putting a hiring freeze. Now, I think that the situation is far more dire than in that we need to act it a lot more kind of irrationally to try and correct things. But I think it's probably wrong to go to extreme measures because it's going to shell shock people. I don't know how many people you know that are on government payroll in one way, shape, or form, but I think you'd be surprised to find out how many people actually are in one way, shape, or form. And I heard somebody mention about how they were barely able to pay for their home. They were a dual income family. The husband was trying to get a business going, but there was too much competition. The business wasn't taking off. And the wife was honestly the one who had the most stable job because she was working for government. Well, the wife didn't want to be working because she's been getting concerned about her kids who have been in the education system and not liking how that's been turning out. And so she wants to take them out and make sure that she's more intentional about caring for their future. Well, if she does that, then they're reliant upon her husband, who cannot afford to really compete with these bigger companies. He's got a small business, and his small business is just not panning out the way he was hoping. When you see a business, a small hometown business, there's a huge chance that they're operating in the red. Oof. They're operating in the red. So that little shop that you saw that was selling furniture, well, they may be making money because furniture is a very lucrative business. But you find somebody that's making painting homes, they might not be making it. They might be struggling to keep things up and going because the taxation on them is so freaking high. So you got to do a couple things. You have to ease off on the taxes. Don't shell shock people. Ease it off with like 10% a year. Say we're going to shift 10% of the economy and the government a year. Maybe 20, but I think 10% is probably a more fair number. Ease off it so that way you can see what is going to work and what is going to fail. Because I have a sneaking suspicion the moment we start to change our economy like some YouTubers would like you to believe that we can do, you're going to find out that the people you think are your allies in this matter are going to suddenly end up being crushed. Because we like to think that people, you, me, our neighbors, our friends, that we all have good intentions. We do not. There are so many people that have learned over the years that in order to get somewhere, you have to break somebody. Oh, well, you want to find success? Is that gunfire? Yep, they're behind us.
Yeah, turn.
Yeah, that thing's really hard to turn on.
That.
Oof. So you have to ease things off 10% a year or something along those lines. Because if you all had to compete with your neighbor for resources, you're going to find out very quickly that your neighbor is far more cutthroat than you. And without any sort of regulation to protect you, you will be sued into oblivion. That is how Disney keeps new companies from rising out of the woodworks. That's unfortunate. We got eliminated by those folks, but oh well. Or like certain YouTubers I'm familiar with. Their way to solve things is to eliminate competition, is to make sure that they either buy them up but when they're small, or to partner with them and try and break them from inside. It only will work if you have not just a handful of companies, but you have many. And you do that by eliminating the ability to sell across state borders. Ohio is now competing with Ohio. West Virginia is competing with West Virginia. You don't have to worry about a place. Network connection sent me back to the lobby. Are you guys in the lobby or are you in the game?
The lobby.
Yeah, we went back to the lobby after the end of the game.
Oh, that's weird. It showed us as like, okay, I probably jumped the gun on that. My bad. Too focused on.
I just got back to the lobby.
Mm. So let's say you're in Vermont. You got a small business. And you were trying to get into the printing industry. Reason why is because you noticed that people are struggling to kind of mail order all their prints from Vistaprint, and you're like, you know what? I can offer a better option locally. But then you start realizing the finances. And then you start to panic because you realize that no matter how cheap you make your product, Vistaprint will crush you. You have no chance. The internet has ruined that chance. So then you're like, okay, fine, let's, I guess we're just going to try and find another business. And so you have to now learn a whole new trade in order to get into another field. Maybe you go into lumber because you're like, hey, we got trees around here and it's probably going to fare a little bit better. And then you find out that there is a company in New York nearby who has been buying up all the lumber companies. And you're like, wait a minute, I got out of my previous job to get into this because I thought there would be an easier way to compete because I'm at the source. And then you find out the city can basically come in and start buying up all the competition for a massive amount of money, and everyone's selling out. And suddenly you're a small fish in a big pond, and you are the prey. That's why my opinion has changed.
To cut spending or saying to allow this corruption and preying upon to happen. I just think they're saying the bill should be skinnier and so should the funding.
Right. It definitely should be skinnier. That's why I think we need to get rid of the special interest spending. But in terms of employees, I'm not a fan of that one. Not yet. So, like, if you want to be able to pay...
Like all the bureaucrats? Like unelected employees?
Mm-hmm. So, yes and no. Yes, I think they need to be replaced, but I don't think it should happen immediately. Because our economy is not designed...
Down, like, the smaller number.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, definitely cut it down. That's why I think 10% a year would be an ideal amount to start to shift it. Because we do need to shift the economy. But I don't think it's going to happen overnight. And I don't think that we could have it happen overnight. Just because there are so many people with ill intent.
The state business, it could be interesting. I don't know how that exactly would go into effect, because a lot of businesses would be so angry about that, but...
Yeah. Well, like, up here in Alaska...
Something to, like, reinvigorate state, kind of, like, individuality, like being 50 states unified instead of, like, one blob.
Now, up here in Alaska, for example, we have a lot of restrictions on mining. So that means that the average person cannot get into the mining industry without basically having a multi-million-dollar company to back them. Well, there's so many regulations that we actually have Canada being one of the biggest miners in our state. It's like, wait a minute, where are the Alaskans that are going to be mining? They're hiring Alaskans, but it's a Canadian company. Oh golly, there's a lot of people and no weapons.
Here.
Oh, thank you. Into the fray. Oh, Cheers is out here just wiping the floor with them. Nice. So I don't know how Elon Musk is going to find ways to cut back just yet, because as he's found out, he's basically becoming one of the big fish. He doesn't have a whole lot of competition in that sense. Imagine someone who comes out to Taiwan to get into rocketry. Is he going to stand by and say, yeah, we're going to make it easier for you to learn from the ground up so there can be competition? I'll believe it when I see it. But I still think that things need to change. It's just, we got to be careful with the way that we go about it, and realize that our neighbors' very livelihood may be in jeopardy, and a lot of people are going to lose their homes if that happens. I'd rather see us slowly make a transition in a much more methodical manner. But we'll see. We'll see if time goes on and we can actually pull it off. Oh, there we go. I remember Rolling Chairs. You mentioned a while back that you were thinking about the potential of trying to. I think it was like you and your brother were thinking about the business opportunities you could try and pull off.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, Jack.
Yes. Why? Thank you. Wonderful. Imagine if you had tried to make that happen, like my brother and myself, when we were trying to do advertising up here in Alaska, and then suddenly you start to realize that not a lot of places want you to have that chance to compete. What do you think would probably be the best way, the best resource that you could have been given in order to try and make that dream a reality? Have you ever thought about what would have made something like that a feasible opportunity?
What you're doing, like, what's it? What
So-
you're doing there, like, isn't wanted?
Yeah. So let's say you and your brother are saying, okay, you know, let's actually make this business idea a reality.
It was gonna
What?
be like a franchise, though. So, like,
Yeah.
you have the benefit of that, so you're kind of buying into established company.
Mm-hmm. So when you're trying to figure something like that out, who do you go to kind of ask questions about the feasibility of pulling something like that off? Have you ever thought about who you would go to consult? Like, would you go to a friend who has done something similar and ask him, like, what's some of the challenges that you would have to try and troubleshoot?
Yeah, I mean, I could probably ask my dad too. He
That's
would
good.
he'd be happy to help.
So you have generational sort of insight to that sort of stuff, huh? Be able to
Yeah.
ask relatives.
Oh, you're
And,
actually fighting
I
real
mean-
people.
And like in a general sense too, but people could hire like a
No, you're not.
financial or business advisor as well. These bots are annoying me. Let's get away from them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they keep spawning back.
Yeah. Don't want to get away.
Yeah. All right, let's start heading inland. Go into the snow. Oh, and Jess, I have some shield for you.
Okay. Let's go.
I know with me and my brother, when we were trying to figure out our business opportunity, it really wasn't so clear. The amount of people that I had the background to be able to pull it off, but the business side of it was very difficult because we realized no one really wanted to hire us.
Oh wait, that one actually hurt.
I don't know what it could have done to change it around, but I remember talking with a government worker, someone who was basically somebody who could help out with small business, and unfortunately, the guy's information was not all as helpful as he probably thought it was. I've always kind of wondered what would have happened if I had tried to do that, not during that time, but during this current time in history with a change in our economy and whatnot. Oh, come on here, buddy. There we go. Okay, he's eliminated. We have an extra sword here. All right. I am too scatterbrained right now. Okay. Deal with this fella. Another sword. So now we have 3 swords in the area. Here's some shield. Up. I did not mean to do that. Oof. Drank it when I wasn't supposed to. Oh, there is another shield for you. Greetings there, Callisto. How are you doing? How's little Miko?
I just heard a reboot.
Yeah, not really. I missed out where that happened. Definitely some folks over in that general direction. I don't know. I was kind of thinking of going over to find out. Oh, there's somebody. Over the edge. Oh, into the water.
Yeah, in the water.
Whoa! That was close.
Where'd he go? Oh, he's under the deck.
Don't swim with guns. It's dangerous. There we go. Fine is the beginning of the holidays. Miko is eating her lunch, so she is fine. I hope that you get to have some wonderful time with friends and family. Are you going to be traveling anywhere during this holiday season there, Callisto? Wait a minute, this is the bots over here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, those are the bots. Avoid those fellas and go to the south. That's where we're going. Oh, there's a giant present over here. Icy footwear. Man, it makes it so much faster. Oof. Harder to control. Okay, the enemy is over there. I'll be going to my father's house. Oh, we got 2 teams around us. 2 teams. Never mind, that was just a 1 player.
They're right here on me. Oh.
Oh, he's on up there with you.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh, come on. Out of sprint. Ah, phooey. Those guys hit hard and fast. By the way, Jess and Rolling Chairs, are you doing anything special for the Christmas break?
Check it out, family.
Jess, are you having to work during this time?
Well, Walmart has always closed early on Christmas Eve and closed Christmas Day. But otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, I know that for some businesses,
Not
they
many places
block it
take
out.
an actual break for holidays.
Indeed. But I know that some companies have been trying to shift that around. I know Disney, we basically were told that you're working from Thanksgiving till New Year's. And there was no chance for breaks, holidays, or days off. So basically, take your vitamins, don't get sick, because otherwise you're going to get penalized. Same thing with Amazon. They would not allow people to have any time off. I have to say probably well, I've come to really value the importance of being able to show staff some sort of give them some gifts or in terms of either benefits or time off or things like that during the Christmas season. I understand there's a lot of places that they can't really do that, but I'm glad to hear that there are some businesses that have started to shift that around. I don't know if it'll ever really take off nationwide, but I always think about the just how much family can really help change the whole experience. And so during Christmas when I was down in Disney, that was lonely. That was very lonely. Now, granted, my family got to come down there for a brief time, and that helped to add a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. But it was still a very frustrating time of where you're going into work and you're like, there's something just off about this. I'm fine doing the extra labor, but there's just something about this whole season that feels wrong. And I didn't realize it until after family showed up, and I was like, that's it. I've become so work-related that I'm not really getting a chance to really feel any sort of peace during the season. Target was kind of similar when I was working there, but at least I had the ability to go and see family afterwards. But I remember it was for a while, it was kind of a taste of what it's like to become so work focused that you start to become kind of jaded to the holiday. And then Disney just kind of pushed it over the edge for me. And so I've been trying to make an effort ever since then, try and make sure to always spend time with family in one way, shape, or form during the Christmas season, and to take some extra time to try and do as much as possible. And it's made the whole experience a lot better. Actually, let's go over here. Risk a more popular drop area. We have one other team, as far as I can tell, that's landing with us. Roland Chairs, do you have to do any sort of holiday work? Since I'm guessing a lot of the critters that you're working with are probably going to be are going to be in your area while people are on vacation or something like that. Would that be a correct assumption?
Yeah, it's gonna be busy this week. On like the holidays, like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we just do half days, and no like dog daycare. We pretty much just walk them and feed them and everything, but not spending 8 hours in daycare that day.
Mm.
And
No candy cane dog bones.
yeah, no, we'll do stuff like that throughout the week though. But
Mm.
on Christmas days, just kind of go in, make sure they're taken care of, and then go back and celebrate the holidays.
That's good.
But I work on Christmas Eve. I work the night shift. I think I'm gonna miss. I might be late to family dinner.
I remember, what year was it? There was a year where I had to work really late. I want to say it was when I was at Target, but honestly, I've forgotten which one which year it was. But I remember. Okay. Well.
I just saw your name on my screen just fall like all the way from the top to the bottom. That's pretty funny.
Well,
Sorry.
my legs are broken.
Work.
Can I please get a doctor?
Let's say, when did they add snipers? That's the joke for fall damage.
Yep.
Saying I got sniped.
Yeah.
You getting him?
Yeah, he's got me. I'm up. Much appreciated. Here, I'll trade you. Here's some shield
There's
for
a
you.
med kit.
Sweet.
Yep, wonderful.
And there's a zip line here.
Yep. Don't jump over a
Whoa,
ledge
what is that?
if you are not sure what's
When did
down
that
below.
be? What's over here? There's arrows.
So when I was at Target, one of the things that I had to do during the holiday break, well, during the holiday rush, my bad, I was supposed to be stocking shelves, but only from things that they would put out on the pallet. And I noticed that some items that they would put on the pallet was kind of limited in the things that were really popular. And there's a couple of times when I would have to make multiple trips into the back and say, hey, we've run out of X, Y, or Z. And then they would have to waste extra time to try and find it in the back. Well, that was close. They have to waste time to try and find it in the back for me.
Christmas tree. It plays Christmassy music.
It does. Where's the Christmas tree?
I was at my pin.
Oh,
You were
at your ping.
interested.
Okay. My bad. I thought you were leading me to the Christmas tree.
Nope. So I pinged earlier, and then you were. I started saying, but then you were talking, so I didn't want to interrupt. Oh, ran into that thing. Do you hear it?
Yep. Gonna mute the stream radio for a moment. It's faintly there. I think on my music.
Yeah, it's just a light little.
Turn way down. All right, bring that back.
Well, I don't think it's meant to be very loud either. It's supposed to be like sort of light background radio type thing.
There's a shield here, Jess.
Kitty, give me a hug,
Wait.
Kitty.
Beth, how did you get more health damage?
I jumped over another ledge. Yes. All right.
Shots
Do I
up
want
this
this?
here.
Yeah, I'll take it. So I was at Target and I was going back to try and find products that people kept buying, basically like they were going out of style. And so I would go back to try and get a nice big batch of them. I kept thinking, why don't we just expand the shelf, put more of these things out there? And so I asked that, and they said, well, we have to do whatever the company is directed, and the company is directed that we have to have like 10 of them out at a time. No more. I thought that's weird. I don't know who comes up with those numbers. But yeah, so we would sell out all the time. So it'd be things like
some trick on the mind. Like, oh look, it's running out on the shelf, I must grab it so it doesn't run out.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good point.
They do like sick tricks like that on the mind at the grocery stores. Like put the stuff they know you want in the back and stuff they try to get you to buy.
Like stuff like milk is always. Yeah. Well, it's a dual purpose though. Milk in the back. It makes you walk past other stuff, and also it's to the back of the store, so you don't have to worry about the heat of the summer as much. I mean, it still can be a problem here, but
so out on the what the? That's immune. Speedy the cat. Obviously not that speedy. So one product that I went back to find was the movie Cars. Now Cars was kind of starting to disappear, but we had a whole lot of them in the back, and we would put out one on the shelf. And I was like, why are we putting out just one? Because we had something like, when we went into the back, there was something like 15 or something like that. But we could only have one out at a time. I'm still baffled as to why that was the case. Because the movie had been out for a while, so it wasn't like it was brand new that they were trying to... Oh, and we had the space for it.
Fire mask over here. Upstairs.
Yeah, I need a refresh on the fire mask. There we go, thank you. Anyway, I would make a bad businessman, probably, because I would say, hey, we got the product, going to sell it, rather than trying to mask the amount of stuff that we have.
Oh,
great. He made the kitty wet.
I know it's going to do pretty good, but I don't think it's going to do quite the angles you think. Or is it?
We're making it. Wow. See, it's got some incredible traction. All right, now go back and get Jess.
I think you're hitting just enough of the spots that have a little bit of the traction built into it that...
Ooh, look at this place over here. Fancy.
Your bot's all confused trying to follow you.
What's going on?
This place. Oh, okay. You gotta come over here.
To the little cabin.
Yes. Now we got some culture stuff. We got some culture stuff to educate you all on if you've not heard it before. Have you ever heard about KFC and Japan?
Oh. In Japan?
In Japan?
No.
So, remember what I said earlier, that some holidays don't export to other nations quite as smoothly as some companies would like? Well, KFC, the sneaky underdogs there, they went over to Japan and said, hey, you know what? During Christmas, you know what everybody in the US really likes? And Japanese were all like, yes, we want to do whatever the Americans are doing. Got this Christmas thing? Yeah, let's do Christmas. Okay, KFC, what is it that Americans do during Christmas? They all go out and get the KFC Christmas bucket. And they're like, okay.
no,
so now there is a tradition in Japan to go out and get a giant bucket of KFC chicken. I don't know if every part of Japan does it, but it is common enough to where it is now a cultural tradition over in Japan to have a KFC chicken bucket during your Christmas dinner or something like that. So ridiculous. Somebody obviously messed up in trying to translate what Christmas actually means. But that's a company for you. Oh, just a second.
I'm gonna look right here.
I thought chairs had gone back that way, so that's a little easy to come back.
Ooh, bicycle.
Let's see. Why do I keep seeing footsteps?
They're right here.
It's just as I plan.
Take this, Mr. Incredible. Everyone's playing Mrs. Incredible. Not many Bobs out there.
Yeah.
An Earth Sprite.
Wait a minute. Oh, that fella.
He's very rare.
Oh, you're an enemy. That went fairly well. I'm getting better with a shotgun.
SMG and you give me an AR, so I've got 2 ARs, really?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
I have a purple and a gold hollow, so hey. And a purple auto shotgun. I mean, not too bad.
So you can show this
the blue
this little...
SMG I gave up, so I'll just use the purple like an SMG.
So you can show your items to this character over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a sprite friend, but
they
nicest things, useful, good. Interesting.
It's because he wants you to show him one of these guys. Come back here. We'll do. If it hasn't already, I don't know if it's show item. You have secret showing for sheet.
Oh, that's what happens. I see.
Now we can go in the vault.
Oh, that makes sense now. I wondered how you did that.
Wait, did you say it shows a vault?
Yes, it's over at Night Shift Fortress or whatever it is.
At the little city, yeah. It has a sword, and it has usually multiple swords, a bunch of really good chests. It's kind of an OP way to start off the game. Because all you have to do is find a sprite, which usually there's one not too far away from him, show it to him, and then just get into here without getting caught with the key, and you're good.
Assuming you can get there before the enemy does.
Somewhere around here. Not in town. Okay, here it is. Purple P. Open vault.
Well, it's you. Here's the vault.
Shots.
Purple P.
Only 2 other squads. We got this.
Ooh, nice. Sword. Sword of Doom. Oh, teleport mask.
Ooh. Get it.
Time to swap out the footwear.
I don't know if you need any of that stuff.
Grab an extra health. Alright, we gotta get prepared. The enemy is at hand. Well, somewhere in the area.
Yellow circle right next to us.
Oh, yep, indeed.
Should try to cover the vans so they don't get a whole squad back.
Yeah, I don't know where all the vans are located, so...
There's someone up here. On the other side of the hill.
Okay.
Sorry,
Yep, there they are. Oh no, this is a problem. Oh, golly, that hurt. Oh no, this is not good.
Let's go.
Phew. Close. Right, bot. Don't mess this up.
You need a med kit, Jack?
I got medkits.
Okay.
I almost choked there.
Nicely done. Hooey. Oh, they
They
brought a
brought the
golden
legendary
sword. Yeah. You got legendary Oni mask.
Us versus
Whoa.
one.
I'm invisible.
Oh, you're right.
Am I invisible the whole time I'm running?
Yeah.
What?
Pretty strong, isn't it?
Oh.
That's insane.
Oh, the little sprite is sleeping. I'll serenade the spirit. Yeah, nicely done. So did the guy perish in the storm?
I have no clue.
I didn't see him.
Me neither.
So if you didn't see him either, then yeah, he must have died to storm.
What in tarnation?
Because I never heard any shots, so I don't think the bot shot him either. I don't think I heard shots. He must have been trying to do like camp the edge, you know, to avoid. And it backfired.
Okay, I see something really strange at the bottom right of my screen. There's a bunch of kanji and Korean characters mixed together. I got no idea what it says.
Are you still in the game? Well, I know they now have
In the
like a
map.
chat thing. So maybe that guy was able to use that chat at you?
But it shows it as like
I don't
as
know.
the trigger button. It's very weird. Then when I press, it says remove marker. Then I remove marker, it goes back to showing the kanji. Interesting. I'll have to keep an
I
eye
don't know,
open
maybe
for that.
it's just glitching out a bit.
Okay. So far, it is 2-2. Oh, we got Demon Hunter Kento. 2 variations, it seems. Something like that. Yeah, sure. Let's equip him for the time being. Oh my, he's that mask does make him look a bit spooky. How have the oh, wait a minute. We got Bastion back. Bastion's returned from his interview. How did the interview go?
The managers were in San Francisco.
Oh, so you drove all the way to San Francisco. Wow, that's quite impressive. You have some incredible
No, they
speed.
just sent me back.
Oh, they sent you back? Oh.
Yeah. Said
So
tomorrow they'll call me for another time.
Ah.
It's weird that they didn't like set up some like phone call one then instead or something.
Yeah, apparently I was the 5th person to go there, and them not being there.
They must have forgot they had interviews set up then. Is what I'm guessing.
So I guess we'll find out tomorrow if how that interview goes. We recently had somebody from Arizona move up here to Alaska because they were looking for work and put in for a fair amount of jobs, and finally Alaska was the one that ended up hiring them. All right, well, while we're in the on the waiting island, I will be right back. Going to reload on some water.
Did you ever get Rivals to work, Bastion?
No, my laptop isn't good enough for the game to run smoothly.
Hmm. Hmm.
Jeff's still not back.
Yeah.
Because I brought up this stream. It's like this. See, it's empty.
We'll just pick a place at the end. Let's land in like a this whole area.
Where was painting? Okay.
Did he jump?
Yeah, he got kicked out by the bus.
Uh,
At
they
a certain
did it.
point, it just kicked you out.
I thought they did it over the water.
Oh, he's back.
I come back and I'm falling to my doom. All
I
right, so where do you guys go? I will follow.
Yes, the water.
Oh, actually, this is a pretty good landing zone. I like it.
Yeah, they even added a little bit of Christmas over here. So there's a dead ginger. There's a gingerbread guy
Gingerbread.
laying weird on this rock. Yeah, like a little gingerbread figure.
I'm chilling with Gwen.
Oh, yeah, look at that. By the way, have you guys tried gingerbread cookies before?
I had one today, actually.
Oh, very nice. I've actually come to really like the flavor of them. I remember seeing them all over the place growing up, and I honestly had never really tasted them until recently. I was like, wow, this is kind of unfortunate. We made them such a decoration that I never even thought that it was anything more than a decoration. I thought it was kind of like gingerbread homes where you're not supposed to eat them.
Did it have any frosting or anything on it? Like a buttercream frosting or anything?
No, it's just normal. It's more like kind of like
Sometimes
a
they'll
graham
have
cracker.
like icing sugar on them. Oh, there's the one hanging with the candy cane from the rope up here.
Oh, there's an upside down gingerbread right here.
Well, someone's
how did
fought
that get
the
up
gingerbread and won.
Oh, mantle, double mantle.
Well, can you ring this?
See over here on the grind rail. No, no, ignite it. Okay, but this one has the double mantle too. Uh-oh,
Oh,
I got stuck.
that's an interesting sound. Hello, who's shooting?
There we go, got the double mantle.
That's another team. Okay, they're not bots. Well, there he is. Have a blizzard.
Like the wheels.
Yeah, I did the fine wheels. You can actually
Oh,
change
nice.
what the color is. It's not like just the red. So they're like can be like
Be
neutral
custom.
enough that you can do it with other stuff. And I got the snow boost.
My cat's like suffocating me right now.
And then I did this card just because this is the one of the few that does like a good actual like red. I mean, the other ones, their red looks like a pink. And it's like, that don't help me make it a red Christmas car.
Oh, I
You
got
should
to.
put, like a decal or something. Like a fan sticker.
I don't remember if I brought this up already, but I got to see a parade recently, a Christmas parade. And it was nothing really special, honestly. It was kind of ho-hum.
Oh my
But
goodness.
during it, they had horses wrapped up in Christmas lights walking down the street. It was pretty cute.
Beth,
Huh?
walk through the door.
Okay, I'm walking through the door. Oh, look at this Christmas tree, and it dings.
No, did you hear? Yeah, it did a little like, oh, someone's walked in, Dee.
Yeah, I like that it has the entrance ding. I just want someone now shouting Japanese, the welcoming. Rashaimase.
We're in the Llama Mobile right now.
Llama Mobile. Well, I'm in the Christmas Mobile right now. Time to
That's
deck the
Netflix
halls.
and you boost.
These wheels are very mesmerizing. Yeah. I'm so glad these vehicles don't get destroyed by such a jump. Hello.
Oh.
So is the Mariah Carey skin out already, or have people just not
No,
been using it?
as far as I know, it's
Might be coming out
and tonight.
this next job. Also, I put in the games. They're gonna add a Samurai Batman.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to the Samurai Batman and
These
Samurai Darth
tomorrows,
Vader. That
contact-
honestly, those are good designs.
Content creators are wearing Batman today. That got gifted it.
Hmm.
So like hashtag epic partner type stuff.
Those both are really good designs. I hope they do
was it a-
Japanese Logan as well. That'd be a good addition.
Yeah, it's based off a movie, an animated movie. I just never seen it.
Yeah, I saw the animation for it. I never actually watched the movie, though. I've not seen a lot of Batman-related stuff. I'm familiar with it, but I've not actually watched a whole lot of it. It's our
here's a
Christmas
turtle.
radio. Hey
Here.
there.
Huh?
Yep, Turtle's here, and he's not frozen. That's a mistake. They should have made him the frosty turtle. Ugh. Terrible breath. Here, this will probably help your breath.
Need some sun.
I'm so glad there's no such creature in the ocean.
I mean, it's just an enlarged version of a turtle.
Yeah, turtles are dangerous.
Yeah.
Honestly, turtles are actually
They can take
Why-
off your hand.
well, yeah, they take off your hand, if not worse.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch any of the stuff from Coyote Peterson? He was the guy that was going around and letting bugs sting him to find out pain tolerance.
No. That's crazy.
Well, he's recently tried to go into working with turtles, and so he was trying to show off at how you can avoid getting bitten by a turtle. And it didn't go so well. He put a stick out there, and he was like, "Okay, the turtle will not really be able to bite my hand," and the turtle bit it, and just about took out a huge chunk of his hand. They're not to be messed with.
Quicker than you expect in a short dash, too.
Yep.
Not for farther than 10 feet, though.
Yep. Oh, we're almost out of gas. Oh, wow. It literally went to empty at the moment that we crossed over. close.
Great. You gotta get off me, cat.
Oh, no, not Mr. Kitty.
I'm getting like suffocated over here. This person's low.
There we go.
Heal me.
Coming for you.
Dude.
No! Wait!
Nice. There.
Hmm.
I choked.
God, that,
Well, you can
No,
get your stuff back.
yep. Alright, you gonna go and revive? Wait a minute, is there someone else over here? Nope. I think the island's gonna appear around us? Oh no, it's over there. I wonder what that was then. Saw a rift appear on the ground.
If you need refill car. Fresh blade.
Perfect.
Minis.
So in Japan, they've had legends of giant turtles before, but they also have legends of a creature that is turtle-like that will attack little children and drag them off to a watery grave. Now, people used to think that, well, that was just a Japanese folk story. Well, then they started looking at the animals that are in Japan and realized there is one creature that fits the description almost perfectly. And it's not a turtle. It's the Japanese giant salamander. And theory goes that back in the olden days, there might have been a far bigger version of the Japanese giant salamander, one that actually would have been capable of attacking a little child. And they are carnivorous. And so who knows? There actually might have been some truth to that story. Kind of like with the Japanese cat waving his paw. So that raises the question, what other stories are like that? Greetings there, Diskhead. I think I know who you are. Just put a thumbs up if it is who I think it is. Either way, much appreciated.
No.
Hope you're doing well. Oh, that's not good.
That's what you get for taking off right as I was coming up to the car. About to come up to the car.
Indeed. All right, so where are we going from here? Let's go up to the Lost Lake. So there's another Japanese story out there as well that I have been baffled by.
What's that?
And oh, over the edge. And it's the story of a bear. Now I don't remember. Foot hurts, but it's good, man. Indeed. Well, thanks for stopping by, Diskhead. Hope your foot feels better. Nope. Up. Get out of here. So the story. Now I forget the name of the creature, but it's the story of a giant bear that appeared in northern Japan. Now this story actually is relatively recent. It happened sometime around the turn of the 1800s to 1900s, Imperial Japan actually made written records of this. And it was a bear that ended up terrorizing a local town. So kind of like other things in Japan, where mythology starts to take over, the same thing kind of happened with this bear. Some people have taken a few more, you could say, fanciful aspects of the story and have really hyped them up, when in the reality it was just a bear that was probably starved in the middle of winter. But it makes sense. Japan is a place where truth and mythology start to blend in together. So I can't help but wonder, with some of their other stories, what other ones are based upon reality? All right. By the way, Bastion, with your job applications, what number do you think you're at right now? Like, have you done 24 job applications? Maybe 100, 200? Oof, that wasn't
Probably
smart
up
of
to
me.
100.
That was careless of me. Up to 100. Wow. I remember when I was getting job applications out when I was first getting employed, and I put out probably 24 before I got my first opportunity. Ooh, oof. That was my bad. I started engaging those people when I really shouldn't have. By the way, for those that are watching on either Twitch, YouTube, or Rumble, much appreciated for your time. If you are over on YouTube or Rumble, I would much appreciate it if you could like the stream, if you find anything of interest here. And if you don't like it, be sure to mention that as well. Because in the end, we're trying to build up community. And we're trying to get around the whole concept of bots. And bots, they don't care. They just want to have basic views. We want to know whether or not you're real or not. And so by liking it, it helps to eliminate some of the potential of kind of cutting through who's a bot and who's not. And also, for those that want to be able to participate in these games, all you have to do is be a part of our Discord. We're a fairly civil community, and so we try and keep things as family-friendly as possible around here. Now, we don't avoid tough subjects, but we do make sure that when we address those tough subjects, we do so with kind of a sober mindset that is able to discuss it without going to maybe some of the darkest aspects of those topics. That way we can discuss the way that we should engage it as best as possible. Unlike Bastion, who's decided to go with a demon character. Just gonna go directly into that dark puppet character. Now that's a story I will never tell you about from Japan, because that one does get dark, but you can find it pretty easily online. I've really been liking this Japanese theming. But man, is it a clash of everything. There's so many Easter eggs that they put throughout this area.
So for festival, they were gonna have a K-pop band, I think it was. But
K-pop or J-pop?
since then, I think K-pop,
New Jeans?
something like that, yeah. And I guess they had a falling out with their record
Yeah, that's
company,
what they were called. I remember them.
and so they're not gonna be in
It
Fortnite
looks like they
anymore.
won't be able to use their name.
Hmm.
So
So it
I
looks
guess
like
their
because
backup was
based off
that
of-
AI singer from Japan.
On the map.
No. They're going with AI.
Mm-hmm.
That Miku girl thing. They already found her back bling on the map.
No. Destroy the AI, folks.
Yep.
I saw a great comparison of people's opinions of AI throughout the last few years. It started off, everyone was like, oh yeah, science fiction, no one cares about it, it's all a bunch of nonsense. And then it became, oh yeah, AI is going to change all of our lives, I'm really looking forward to it. And as each year, well, basically as each season has happened, people have been getting more and more paranoid. Reality is setting in. And I saw recently the shift is getting drastic. A lot of people, it finally clicked. It's not the artist jobs that are in jeopardy. It's all of our jobs that are in jeopardy. The list I saw of the jobs that are at risk is staggering. And so for them to go with AI, it's just a flat-out insult to all the artists that are out there. Flat-out insult to every entity, really.
Well, also all the artists, so they've got to try and negotiate.
Yeah, if you're an artist, folks, don't be so cutthroat. They're coming for your job. They're going to replace you with an AI, and that's not going to turn out so well. So don't be so greedy. Ooh, sword.
And it's trying to find the mix of someone big enough that, you know, they'll drive interest, but seriously, if I went through the card, dang nabbit.
Oh no, that's not good. Not good.
I thought I slid through the card and I slid right by it, and when I had to go back to get it is when I got knocked.
That was not good. Not good indeed. Oh, well.
You left.
I'm behind cover.
Solos. Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh, did you? I don't know.
What do you see over there?
Some couple. I see 1 foot. 2 people. They're reviving their third. 3 are up. There's 3 up.
I got to pull back, reset, get some health, and I'll come back for you all.
I got Bastion's card, so you can get Bastion up.
All right, I'll reboot him over here. You two get together if at all possible.
Yeah, they're over. There's 2 footsteps over here near me. Yeah, they'll probably stay over this way by the reboot. I'd imagine.
Can I get my card over to you before I die?
Man, they're adding a lot to the shop during Winterfest.
Well, yeah, think of all the children that are going to get money for presents.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Look, I'm looking in the shop. The Mariah Carey bundle. What's all in that? The Guffmas tree. Oh yeah, the peak's becoming a Christmas tree, Jeff.
Oh. Great.
Apparently
Santa
they've
Shack.
had that concept for years,
No
but
Way
they never
Up.
made it until now.
And Snoop Dogg thing for the Cadillac. Some more stuff to customize that Cadillac. And a Snoop Dogg emote. Christmas
Snoop
emote
Dogg.
will be in the shop. But the
That's
Christmas
a
Snoop
tragedy.
Dogg's gonna be one of the presents. That and this one that's called Yule Jacket. I wish you could take off the Jasmine.
So I think
That's a little weird,
she
but
was
otherwise,
originally just called Yellow Jacket until it's this Christmas thing.
Yeah, she had that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's like a reskin of the Yellow Jacket.
All right, I'm going to go for your cards. I'm going to use teleport mask to try and get in and out as best as possible. And then when I get the cards, Bastion, you start the reboot.
Okay, so I guess now that Dulce and Mariah's coming here, so if you dance with Mariah on the island, she'll give you one of the holiday presents. You know, the present that you throw down on the ground. Yeah, I'm back.
I'm not so sure I want to have a Christmas fur, because isn't the whole point of her song is that all I want from Christmas is you? So shouldn't we just want Mariah Carey? All right. Start the reboot whenever possible. All right, we're back in action. I also have some shield for people. Oh, are you fighting the demon soldier without me?
NPC's gonna take me out from.
Take this, you demon. Shield.
He dropped 250, so I've got shield.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna need to find green help and ammo.
I have some ammo I'll leave at the front for people. I'm going to split it. Because, you know, I'll be using the sword for the majority of this time anyway.
And something long range. Good.
So I think the enemy team moved out of that town. I'm going to risk going back into there. Try and find some health.
Alright, bye.
Hello. Oh, the car's broken. Oh, no, there's somebody here. Oh, come on. Well, that's why I risked it, and, huh. Phooey.
Shots up there too.
Bastion's busy playing in the clouds. All right, so he's down
Well, there's
there.
a lot of water.
He's been
spirits
hunting.
here. You could have healed up.
Yeah, that would have probably been the best option. So he's going to be hiding in there. You're going to want to jump in and jump out. There he is. There he is. He's behind the door.
Yeah, car fire.
Oops, I don't
Nicely
know.
done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, he was the last member of his team. Nice.
There's another.
Oh, great. Another guy.
No, 2 more footsteps, fast bud.
Oh. Well, that was my fault again. Should not have gone back in there.
No, you got us back originally though.
All right. Well, that was unfortunate. So when it comes to mythologies, I have noticed that many times a mythology is designed to help prevent us from making a mistake. It's designed to give us... Oh, that's interesting. Ink. I like that. I'll equip that. It's designed to try and tell us, avoid this thing. Now, in Japanese folklore, one of the funniest ones is the one where they tell the story of do not leave fingernail clippings around the house. Because you never know. A little spirit mouse might find it and start to eat those little fingernail and toenail clippings. And then he'll transform into a little boy, just like you. And then it'll become too hard to tell who is who, and he'll throw you out, and he'll take your place. It's like, okay, great. You taught kids to be paranoid of their fingernail clippings. Did you teach them to clean up after themselves? Yes. But at what cost?
I also feel like twins would start turning against each other.
He's the demon mouse! No, he is! There are hundreds and thousands of these stories inside of Japan. And things like that, I can understand where that one comes from. But then there's other ones that I have not the faintest clue where the origins of the story come from. And one of those is the one where it is the multi-eye or single-eye demon creatures. Those ones, I tend to probably think there was probably something spiritual going on there more than actually a life lesson. So things that are demonic, I'm less inclined to see as a story that had honorable origins. It most likely was something that someone got spooked about, and then they just passed that on as a standard ghost story. But over here in the West, we think of, the ghost story. It's kind of like a fun entertainment sort of thing. But in Japan, a lot of it, not everything, a lot of it is definitely in that more uncomfortable sort of thing. You hear the story, but you're not happy to hear it. There was an entertainment company that decided to create a demon haunted house. And I remember hearing about it, that people were saying, oh yeah, it's going to be really interesting, and somebody documented it. They went into it and they showed what sort of things were there, and it's like, this is actually really disturbing. I don't know why people are enjoying this. You want to land there? We will make it happen.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, we're going there. Too late. You see two pings. I'm going somewhere in the middle.
I think the Mariah Carey thing was right.
I was trying to
there.
thank the bus driver.
Yeah, like Mariah's over here, and there's where the little cabins where Snoop is.
Yeah, I managed to see it right when the event was ending, so it was interesting. And then everyone started killing each other afterwards.
Typical. Wow, she is gigantic. Whoa, hey. I don't think so, folks. Stop attacking. You out of ammo by now?
Oh, it's
yeah, run away.
For the thing? No, thank you. Don't want the present that much.
Well, I'm keeping this guy entertained while you guys are busy with that. Oh, I'm in trouble. Help!
Just me, I think. I think that guy ran off.
All right, you done dancing? Here, help me out. And, oh, yes, I'll take this. Why do I have to pay you for a present? Aren't you supposed to give a present willingly?
Well, it's Snoop Dogg, so I don't know.
No, this is
No,
Mariah
he's talking about
Carey.
Mariah.
She's being so selfish.
Good shield throws.
Bless you. Oh, wonderful.
Thank you. Kind of surprised me, so I did get a chance to like kind of cover them up.
What else have you got?
Not even available yet.
Emotes. What? Oh my
I
goodness.
think she gives you a
That
present.
looks so weird.
Get a gift.
I heard
for
if
it,
you... I heard, I don't know if they did do this, but you get the dance from her after the game if you dance with her.
Oh. Well, I can't hear the
think
music for it, so it doesn't really
Oracle said
matter
it's
one way or
gonna
the
be
other.
in the shop.
Gifts everywhere. What does that sound? Oh, it's you. The demon. So have you ever heard a mythology where you're like, you know, there's probably a reason why people are telling the story? Like some sort of life lesson that we're supposed to remember. And if so, did it ever inspire you? Oh, that's an enemy. Evil candy cane.
I'm hearing bot music.
I'm out of rounds. I can't chase him down.
Yeah, how did this person get out? Oh, there we go.
He's chasing you down, Jed.
All right, well, I'm going to find myself that candy cane and smash him to pieces.
There's a person right over there going after you. I don't have enough bullets for that boss, so I'm just gonna leave.
Same.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, if you do the emote, you get the present.
Yeah.
Oh, you can also buy a present, too.
Free. Yeah.
I bought one, and then I
think
also
you can
was
only
given
400
one.
gold. That's a lot.
Nah, well, not when you have 5,000 like I do.
It gave
Get the
me
guy?
ICP, Fire Boom, Peppermint. So, yeah, if I'd paid for this, I would have been upset.
So I paid for one, and it gives more than the one that she dances with.
Okay. They have two different presents, sorry.
Stay away from me, you demon. I don't want to fight anymore. Leave me alone. So like I was saying earlier, mythologies. What is a mythology? Or a story that you've heard, and you're like, you know, there's probably a reason why it had that origin. And if so, what was that story, and would you think about telling it to others? Hey, did damage to him. 72 damage. Alright, we're out of here. Gotta find some ammo. Ah, Mini Tokyo.
Someone jumped off the train, and are on the rails.
Alright, well, I'm looking for them. I need to... Oh, there he is. Might be a bot.
I don't know. They were on the train.
Does a bot not want to stay on the train?
I don't think so. Not normally. Could have gotten stuck on it.
Okay. Well, it was an immediate elimination, so don't have to worry about another team following up with that.
More shots southwest of here. Still a lot of people left.
Oh, there's a themed chest over there. I will be back. Gonna risk the storm for it.
Yeah.
And jump through buildings. There's some hilarious designs for Japanese buildings out there, and one of them is a little wedge of a house.
Somebody just rebooted not far.
Yep. West here. Up there.
So it's a little wedge of a house. And I was curious as to why someone would do that, but because there's almost no room to live. But some people were like, well, we don't have much property, and we're kind of boxed in, and we still want to make some revenue, so let's make a rentable apartment that is just really, really narrow. Ironically enough, it has made it really popular, because then people are like, hey, we want to go and see the really narrow house. But I would hate to have to live in something like that. But when I see the buildings in this game...
Hey, houses are a trend right now.
We're talking like so narrow that there are actually Americans that probably wouldn't be able to lay down. It's so narrow.
Oh.
Yeah, we're talking like super, super narrow.
That's like some of these like tiny houses that's like...
No, a tiny house looks like a mansion by comparison.
Oh.
Oh, it's the Christmas Lodge. Santa dog.
To Snoop.
Ugh. Oh, I see why someone eliminated him. Good. The freak.
That's me.
Where is it? I'm not seeing it. Here we go.
Not seeing what.
Try to put a fire in this fireplace. There we go. Oh, it's close enough.
So is this the lodge where we're getting guests from?
Yeah, I think so.
No, that's in the... Sort of, but not really. I mean, it's kind of similar. But it's not the same. They just chocolate. I don't know where. Oh no, someone else.
Ooh.
Oh, crap.
Looking, I do not see anybody.
Chest.
Oh! Didn't mean for that.
Come in. I got a fire mask out of that chest.
Nice. We'll give you someone to use it on. Moon Wizard. Nice. Okay, these are definitely bots. Gotta love how often this happens in this game. I wonder if a part of it is that they don't want their servers to be too overburdened by so many players, so they maybe crank up the bots a little bit more on certain lobbies just to help out. Makes you wonder.
I think it should deal with like server wait time.
There's that too. Chilly.
I feel like they place them whenever we haven't fought anybody for a certain amount of time, so I'm wondering if it's programmed in that way. Like if you hadn't seen anybody for like 5 minutes.
No,
they just
because
throw
then that
something
would
in.
change the count of players.
Yeah.
Technically, there's probably going to be more
Just
unskilled
depending
players than
on,
skilled players.
Your skill-based matchmaking depends on the number of bots that populate your lobby. And the mode itself can also kind of affect it.
Oh, 2 different types of
Little
little sprites.
Yeah, sometimes they will have both of them running around together.
I'm waiting for
I
them
never
to have a
noticed
fire
this
one.
before.
Oh, look at this. Oh, this reminds me of a story. So, this area right here that has this little stone tunnel. Wind boon. Oh, I already have that. Okay. Duly noted. So, my family was traveling in Japan in an area where there was actually a kind of an area like this, where it was not cut out by the wind, it was cut out by people, but it was next to a ravine that was weathered from all the water of the rapids below. And as we were there with some friends, and they were wanting to show us that there was a very neat area on the other side of this. And to get to it, we had to go through this ravine, walking on top of metal spikes that stuck out of the side of the mountain. Oh, I'm gonna swap out vehicles here. That stuck out of the side of the mountain. And me, in my younger teenage years, was not very sure-footed. And here I was having to walk over top of rapids on metal spikes. And I looked at my parents and I was like, what is going to happen? And they were like, yeah, we're not so comfortable with this idea either. But we didn't have many choices at that point. And so we ended up walking on it, and everything turned out fine. But there were a couple times where I could feel my feet starting to slip on these metal spikes. Well, lo and behold, I've learned since then that there are many areas across Asia that are like that. And so if you're trying to get to more rural areas, you're going to probably have to encounter something like that. There is a famous one.
Too.
Okay. There's a place in China where you have to walk on the side of a cliff that reaches hundreds of feet into the air, and you're like, well, if you fall, that's it. Some people overseas are like, well, acceptable risk. I'm not so keen on that sort of a risk.
I'm choking.
Wait.
Oof. I'm down.
This is the final fight. You guys got it.
Guy right here. It's right next to me. Get him, Jess! Get him! Yeah! No. Get a Bastion. Yeah.
Uh,
Well done. Okay. There are... Oh. There he is. Darn, that's not good.
this one
I
too.
think that's the last other people.
This last one. Open.
Just those two left.
Oh,
They're bots.
Oh. Well, don't risk it all the same. Bastion! Stop being so risky.
Well, oh wait, I need to reload.
There's someone else.
That goes
Bastion,
reload
that's not
this.
the last one.
Oh, okay. No.
Knocked people still count.
Oh,
count.
yes. You're right.
So I was knocked and the other one was knocked.
Sensational. Well, we got a problem. This is
Okay.
actually... We're actually still tied for victories and losses. That's still pretty fascinating.
I'm kind of stuck.
Stuck.
I hit to leave to go back to the lobby, and it didn't. I'm seeing a screen there, and all I've got the little bar at the bottom that says leave match hold. And I'm doing it, and I get the complete circle, and I'm still...
You know,
So
something
I'm
like
gonna
that happened to me
force
too
close
recently.
it, and I'll rejoin.
Yeah, just open up the menu and just leave that.
I just force closed the app. I didn't even think about trying that, because
So we'll try this.
it can be buggy.
Yeah, this happened to me
I
the other
force
day as
closed
well.
out, so if I don't leave automatically, just kick me.
Yeah, we just kicked you, and so we'll give you a chance to reset it.
Alright, I'm one level off from finishing the battle pass.
Oh, congratulations, sir.
The only thing left is the Godzilla. That's not until the 17th of next month.
Well, that will be.
Oh,
Is that going to become
We
your
found
new
the
favorite skin?
not sure, but they found in the files that there's going to be a Mecha Godzilla.
Mecha Godzilla. That will be a mecha problem. It's so weird to think that it's a Titan creature that's going to be walking around human size. Like that
there's
terrifying monster. If Godzilla replaces that in your inventory, I will be very happy. That thing's just so disturbing. How can you play the game with that thing?
He likes pizza.
But I don't care if it likes pizza. It's terrifying.
He likes Hawaii.
I'm still not inspired. This thing is a demon. The thing should be butchered.
I have a pickaxe with the of him where it's a sword and skull.
Yes, I agree. That is a something that raises for an alert. Yes, do not have that monster. So there was a community that I was participating in recently. Now, every now and again I'll jump into another person's community to kind of see what it's like over there. Well, I went to another community and I found something really kind of curious. There was a big emphasis on doing secrets, on doing secretive, inappropriate stuff. And it's like everyone was snickering. They're like, "Yeah, look, we're getting around the restrictions of the server," and they were having a blast doing it. And I was not too keen on that when I saw that. Part of the problem was that, well, it was becoming too commonplace. Things that become a slippery slope, they never stop. And so for someone that is in a community like that, it's all about the question, not about what can you get away with, but will things eventually get to a point of where the rules no longer apply. Now, you don't want to become too controlling with rules. That can be a bit hurtful to a community. That's one of the reasons why we're not like super strict about rules over on the Discord. We still have rules, but we're not trying to destroy people with those rules. Well, part of the reason why you have rules, but you have to choose the best way to enforce it, was put on a good display with that other community, because it became a slippery slope and it got worse and worse as time went on. Eventually I had to leave because it just got way too outlandish. Howdy again, Dadman. How are you doing? But anyway, it was a fascinating Discord to jump into and kind of see for a while, because they had some ideas that were really neat. And you know what? Oh, that reminds me. Okay, Discord story is done, but there was something else I saw recently. Speaking about getting inspiration, I saw the coolest thing for Comic-Cons. So the last one I went to was in Florida with the YouTubers. And that one, of course, as you all know, did not go so well. I saw such a cool idea. And I'm going to be keeping that in the back of my mind, because I actually want to bring that thing to Silverado. I don't know how yet, but sometime around spring to summer, we're going to try and implement that. It is going to be... Well, I know most people are not going to care about it. But for those that are interested in it, it's going to be really cool.
What is it?
Sorry?
What is it?
Well, I'm going to hold off on all the specifics, but what I can tell you is that it is a series of activity-related collectibles. And it was they were high quality. And honestly, I want to keep the idea in the back of my mind for events, because I actually think that this could be an incredible collector's item, not just for this community, but for things in the future where there might be like partnerships or whatnot with other communities to do something. And like, hey, this actually could work out. But one of the features, the one I will mention, is that there were collectible elements that, when put together, made a solid piece of artwork. And at first I was like, yeah, whatever. But it was the way that was implemented that I was like, yes, this is something that is a must do. So we're going to experiment with that in spring or summer.
Interesting.
Who wants a gift? Who needs health? A shield. Rolling Chairs needs it. Where's Rolling Chairs? There we go. Perfect.
I think this isn't actually speeding me up.
You have to have a sword, and then you start to fly with it. So it takes like a speed boost, and it increases it by like 25% or something like that. Nice glider. Yeah, the paintbrush is a good addition. Man, that octopus is freaky.
I think you destroy each arm of it by themselves.
Yep, that seems to work. Well, now we know how that octopus leg up in the far north, where that thing came from, is probably one of these. Oh, interesting. It actually leaves rivets behind of, bolts where you can see where it was attached. Nice addition. Destroy all nutcrackers. No, why would you want to destroy Nutcracker? I mean, look how classy and that thing's freaky. Okay, yeah, get rid of it.
I think there's one in the shop still. The skin of it.
The skin of the
Nutcracker. Crack shop.
Oh, okay. Who is this over here? How dare you shoot at us? It's a festive time of year. Stop being so violent.
Just trying to get some lead.
Well, if they want lead for Christmas, they get coal instead.
Oh, right. Right now there's a quest for seeing who's on the naughty list, or seeing if certain people are supposed to be on the naughty list. Gives a bunch of experience.
Tatman says sushi. Man, I want some sushi now. Some tasty stuff.
Do you see the sushi burger guy
Sushi burger?
at Seaport?
Yes.
He's
but
got
I
the head like the
didn't look at
burger,
it
but
very
instead
long.
it's like the sushi thing
Oh, interesting.
The one from
Take
the
a look
trailer.
at there.
with the rice patties to be the buns and stuff.
Oh. Nice. Have to take a look at that next
He's,
time
I
we're in
guess,
that
gonna be in
area.
a shop at some point.
There's also supposed to be this very buff dog that's made out of bread.
You mean that
That
critter
doughboy?
that's been fighting out in the wilderness?
Yep.
Up around the middle of the map or something like that?
Oh.
No,
Yep.
it's gonna be bigger. but-
Yeah, no, we had that guy that was that we kept killing the other. You might be while you were gone that we kept killing these bots he was fighting, and they
Yeah.
just spawn more in.
Yeah, that Bash might have left for the interview when we came across that one.
But it's supposed to be this. It's like the buff cat,
Yeah,
but a dog.
but it looks like it's made
Yeah,
out of bread.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Dober something. But instead of like DOBER for Doberman, it's DOU.
He's right there on the map.
All right.
He's a weird looking critter.
Also, they said that they added more Earth sprites to each match. Before there were only 2 on the map, now there's 5. I still haven't found one.
Oh, really? And we can
We
press
found an Earth
one,
sprite.
but yeah, they're not super common. I wonder if they're more around the edge of the map, so that way if you land in the wrong area you don't get it. By the way, to reiterate something I said on the Discord earlier, we're going to be streaming most days of the week. Oh, look, there's a sled over here with a gingerbread on it. How very lovely.
He looks angry.
Too bad he can't push it. Wouldn't that be great? Just come up and just knock him forward and watch as he careens down the mountain.
His friend
So I
rode
think-
down and crashed.
That's why he's so
Look at this,
mad. He lost his friend.
Like, what the heck?
And then the turtle ate his friend. But yeah,
It
so
was a pretty funny shot.
we're going to be streaming most days of the week. They're most likely going to be in the evenings.
Oh, that's the storm thing.
And a lot of them are going to be art and animation. I think I figured out the problem that I was encountering with the animation that was causing me problems, why we haven't done it for the last few days. Oh, some bad elves over here. Oh, yep, really bad elves. Get away from me.
Heck, what are you guys doing?
What?
Blast. something while I'm laying here comatose in this game. Let's see if I can get the YouTube side to work again. It has not been wanting to cooperate with me. I don't know what's going on today with it. By the way, we'll be doing another full round after this round. Comatose in this game. Hey, it works now. Huzzah. I don't know why it was so reluctant to want to work. But problem solved.
I got some splash Bastion.
Oh, poor Bastion.
That's true.
Yeah, these last few games, I don't know what's been wrong with my computer. Just very laggy.
Well, yeah, my game was kind of lagging before it froze at that one thing. That's why I'll just force close it and redo it. Because I had lagged a little bit. Probably just a lot of people coming on because Winterfest is now live and everyone's on. It's start of the weekend. Everybody's on break probably now from school.
Ooh, emote of Neko Hope. Neko meaning cat. And it's a person in a cat suit. Ugh. So later on tonight, what we're going to be doing is something that is a follow-up to a commission done earlier this year. It's going to be a short little thing. I don't know if we'll do a restream for it all. If we're not doing restream, then chances are we're just on Twitch. We will deal with that kind of for the shorter streams. The ones that are going to be about an hour and a half, we'll probably just do one platform. And for ones that are going to be longer than an hour and a half, those ones will be restreamed. If it is restreamed for art and animation, most likely it'll be on Castercraft. For those that are just kind of a little bit of everything or community game activities, it will be over on the Alaska Jeff one. But this holiday break, I'm going to be focusing primarily on trying to get as much done on some of these bigger projects as possible. I want to have one of these big projects come to a close here at the end of this year. Kind of similar to what happened with last year, of where there was that 20-minute story of Snap and a Cane. I have something else similar to that I've been working on that I want to try and get finalized, and I don't know how I'm going to be putting it out there yet, but I have to finish the development of it before we can put it out there. Thought Neko was a wafer, says Dadman. Neko Wafers? I don't think I've even heard of that company before.
NECCO is the brand.
Oh. Well, Neko, in terms of how it was spelled, is actually a kitty cat in terms of Japanese.
They're candy wafers.
Candy wafers. Are they American?
They were started in 1847 in New England.
1847. Well, that's fairly old.
Here. Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's see here. Oh, those things. I always wonder what those were. Ugh. They look like chalk. I've never tasted one, by the way, so I have no idea. The candy, says Dadman, lol. In Japan, they have a lot of very unique candies, and some that are honestly they look way better than they taste. I gotta say, when it comes to candies, Germany makes way better candy. When it comes to presentation of your candy, Japan has the world beat. Very nice looking designs. But there's also some that's like, yeah, this is a bit weird. One of the more common candies that you could find around were candy cigarettes. You can imagine some of the problems that can happen with that.
We had those when I was a kid.
Yeah, same.
Just
did you could you blow smoke out of it?
no,
No,
it was
I
like a
think they're
little chunk of candy.
So the Japanese ones, you could actually puff out one puff of smoke. And the way that it worked is that there's a little bit of powder sugar, so that when you blew into it, smoke would come out. It's like, it's a clever idea, but boy, I wonder if we're teaching our kids something. Someone did that and demonstrated. I was like, wow, that's so cool.
I just have toy guns and stuff.
Yeah.
A kids game where you kill each other.
They actually look like Tums, yeah. They do.
Yeah, I found people. I'm running.
I need a weapon. Because right now I just have the sword, which is not an actual sword.
He didn't have one.
Oh, thank you. All right.
Oh yay, more smoke.
Anonymous. Take that. Like the bubblegum cigarettes. I don't think I've ever heard of those ones. But then again, I've not heard of a lot of them, so.
The ones that the last one, those like talky ones.
Oh,
Those
Bastion's fighting the boss.
I don't have enough ammo for this.
Hey, buddy, I'm right behind you. You know, their health is very much messed up. That guy had did not have, still had about maybe a fifth of his health left when he just, got eliminated that way. Chuck once had a red lip for the flame. Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. Oh, do you remember those wax lips that people could get?
Mm-hmm.
Those were like everywhere for a long time, and then they all disappeared. I never tried one of them, but I heard somebody say it tasted like they're chewing on a candle.
Makes sense.
All right, Oni time.
Someone's in that building.
And they're running from that building.
Someone else was in that building that was pink for some reason.
That's right, well, I hired a bot.
Oh, I missed him. Man, that was terrible aim there. I'll take your weapons, thank you. All right.
These two gingerbreads are ripping apart a robot.
Yeah, gingerbreads rise up against the AI. Where is this masterpiece? I gotta see it.
I pinged it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's still gotta be people.
Yeah, there we go.
That person I shot was just a knock. I had to finish him off.
That's right. Rise up against the monsters. Golly, if you've been paying attention to AI this last month, it has been getting freaky. Very freaky. A lot of people that have been on the fence for a long time on AI are finally saying, you know what? Yep. Things have gone too far.
What was it? It tried to copy itself onto a website or something.
Oh yeah, it's tried multiple times to escape. And they've actually AI can do something that they call hallucinations. And the hallucinations get more and more terrifying the more that you see this stuff happen. And you know what's really weird is that if you're somebody who has a who believes that a spiritual world exists, a lot of it looks demonic and leaves you feeling this terrible with this terrible gut feeling like this is wrong in a spiritual level for us to be doing.
Yeah, the video I was watching, he brought up something that happened a couple years ago, I guess, where they were making this AI image, kept on putting in the same prompt of this, I guess, Japanese lady in the street, and it just kept on getting worse and worse.
Crap, there's somebody here at the gas station.
They were probably a bot. Yeah, I've seen that picture of of that person. It is so weird. It stops becoming a game when you start seeing the potential outcome of some of these things. It's like, you know, it's not a tool anymore. This thing has it's becoming sentient in a way, but not sentient in the way that people were expecting. And I think that we're going to come up with a term for it in the future. But for now, I'm deeply concerned with it.
Oops, sorry.
Well, I need some more repairs and fuel. All these people that are using AI.
Medium ammo?
Medium ammo. I do indeed. I'll give you a little bit of everything.
Thank you.
So the people that are using AI for things like thumbnails or profile pictures, it seems harmless. And honestly, a lot of people are like, what's the big deal? Why be so freaked out about this? It's because, like I found out with that Discord that I was in earlier that I mentioned where things just kept getting worse and worse as time went on, the more we're allowed to experiment and explore with something that's dark and sinister, the worse things become. And we start becoming comfortable with dark things. That's why I'm worried about with AI is that we've reached that point of where we're going to see these hallucinations kind of show a dark side of it that people are just going to ignore, and it's going to keep festering and getting worse.
Well, I guess with that thumbnail thing, I guess that could contribute to it. Want something shocking, so you're always
Just
gonna
go
want
there.
something that'll grab the people's attention.
Dadman says, "Come on, Jeff, you know you want to." Boom, gas station. Oh, I think there's a little bit of delay. Oh, that was close. You know what? There is that temptation to go back and just blow it up, but it's too late now. No, when I blow gas stations up, it's usually very, very weird. Horribly timed. Sword time, yep.
Slurp truck here.
There we go. I just took out the cool kid.
There.
Take that, cool kid.
Here's is where wait for him. to
Fly.
go.
Come back.
And Jeff can really use it.
I can use all sorts of things, yes.
Oop, got him. He died right there.
There's
Oh,
a big foot
nice. Well done.
Pharaoh. They got into a fight.
Oh, yep. Definitely need that.
This glider, it's a giant cat,
Oop.
and it's purring while I'm flying.
That's
A
kind of
giant
cool.
cat that's purring.
Yeah, but when you stop using the glider, it explodes and it makes a sad cat noise.
Oh,
That's not so cool.
that's so sad. Don't hurt the little kitty.
Well, I have to touch the ground eventually.
No, don't touch the ground ever. Can't believe you do something like that. Poor kitty. That thing did not heal all the way. Does it not heal to
It
full
heals
anymore?
100.
You are that full. It only does 100.
Oh. Okay.
You should be able to say, I think you can force the bottom.
I have water balloon. I can just heal.
Hark. Enemies in the water.
Well, let me change my weapon when I'm on the back of the bike.
Anonymous. So one of these strange things. Oh, someone's right behind us. It's the nightmare. It's the cartoon nightmare. The villain. Get rid of him. The abomination. What terrifying eyes he had. It was like he was staring into your soul. And
Which
wanting to-
abomination?
It was the fat abomination.
Ah, the recent one.
The Peter Griffin abomination. Where'd he go? He must die. That's not him. Nicely done. Oop. My bad. Well, this thing is banged up.
Oh, they survived.
This are. Oh. Just trying to throw them off a cliff. Oh,
Yeah.
now they're not surviving.
Here's blade.
Good. A replacement blade. So with this break, one of the things I'm going to be doing is trying to finally, now that I have some extra time and I will have access to it, I'm going to be finishing up that t-shirt thing. Hopefully, I don't have too many problems with it, but we will have to wait and see. There's always the risk that something's going to go wrong. Take that, Barbie. Yeah. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I got some health for ya. coming up to the end of the game here. If only bikes were really this capable of climbing mountains.
Pointing southwest of here. Four other squads.
Okay, I need to heal. I'll be ready for this final fight.
Yeah, anyway.
There's some barrels down there.
Alright.
Where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
1214. There's some sort of fight happening somewhere over this direction.
There they are down
Yeah, I
there.
can actually hear the sounds
I think we should
now.
just stay in the circle.
You did. Get a good spot
Yeah,
in the circle.
Well, I'm
Shoot
on the
from
edge.
range.
Wait, I'm doing that.
He is coming up to fight us. That'll be his biggest mistake. Watch, he actually has like a hack enabled and wipes the floor with us. Never mind. Fair puns.
Some of
You were a
these
joke.
seem like bots.
Yeah. I think there's gonna be one legit squad though, somewhere.
Might be over there.
Sword time. Oh, I messed that one up. Yeah, these are bots. Bots have the lock onto the last target they were trying to shoot. Dinosaur for hire. Well, if anybody needs a dinosaur, you know where to find one. In this game. I have full metal. I didn't find any metal in... Oh, never mind. You do have full metal. You have a bunch of weapons which can be melted down into metal. Okay.
So I played the OG Zero build, and the rifled, or the scoped rifles, they have bloom even while you're looking down scope, so it's very bad.
Bloom? Wow.
Bloom, yeah.
That's really distracting. Why did they have that?
Well, I guess they're trying to emulate
Oh.
the very first season, so I guess they didn't think about that back then.
I've heard a lot of people complaining about that. Well, look at that. We got another victory. So that means that we actually... we ended up in the positive. That is so very rare to end up with a positive. We ended up with 4 victories, 3 losses. Hokey smokes Bullwinkle. All right, well, we're going to bring things to an end today. We're ending a little earlier today. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we'll equip that.
Yeah, Mariah carries the shop.
Oh, she's in there now?
Yeah. That's what,
Oh,
One of the leaker broadcasts I follow said
oh, there. Yep, indeed.
usually at 6 o'clock, if there's any real change, they'll put and the emotes in the shop.
Imagine seeing yourself in a game like this. That would be a little odd. Oh my goodness, that's so very strange looking.
The emote?
The emote with this character. The okay, I can't pull it up.
I don't have the song for her in the bundle.
Yeah. So I can't hear the song in here because I have the copyright turned off.
Oh. There's a Christmas peep.
Oh boy, just what we need. Christmas peeps.
That's all I want for
Is it the Christmas tree one?
Yeah.
All right, so let's see here. It's taking a while to load in. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that looks so weird. So very
The thing is,
peculiar.
they've had sprays and
So you can have the
concept
lights,
arts of him for so long.
Mm.
I guess
the
they
lights
had to
on
make
or
him-
off, and they can blink random. They can pulse, or they can be always on.
Mm. All right, folks, thanks
That's
for
a weird pickaxe.
participating. We're going to bring this to a close for today. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to try some more of Marvel Rivals. We're going to do that for a little bit. Then we'll go back to this game as well. It'll be, I'm not sure when the start time will be. Right now, it's going to be a bit random. You could say what each day will be, but I wanted to make sure that I'm streaming something almost every day. Now, we're not going to do anything for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Try and spend that time with family and friends, and I hope everyone else will have the chance to do the same. And if not, I know there are many folks out there that stream during this time of year because they know that not everyone has that ability to really go back home or really to feel that connection. So we might do something like that in the future. Just not this year. But on that note, thanks folks for participating. Are you going to be doing anything fun for your weekend?
Probably play some Marvel Rivals.
Indeed. By the way, Bastion, did you ever figure out if it would work on your system, or is it something that's going to routinely probably just be an issue?
I think just
Sarah,
my
that's all you're
laptop's not
away.
strong enough. So I might try that, what's it called, cloud service or thing where I could play on an Xbox on my computer and see if that'll work.
Oh. That might be interesting. But yeah, we'll be doing it just for little spurts for tomorrow. So
Yeah.
if you guys have the ability,
I think
feel free to jump in.
each free session lasts about an hour. So
That could work out. And Jess, I assume you're probably going to be fairly busy for this week, right?
Yeah, I'll be working.
All right. Well, I hope you have some good fun with that and that you get a chance to talk with some folks and help to make their holidays a little bit nicer. Hopefully they will do the same
Yeah.
for you.
I'll be missing next Friday because they scheduled me that since we're closed on Christmas Day. So they put me on an extra day on the schedule.
All right. Well, we will. You'll be missed for that, but we'll look forward to your return for the week afterwards.
All right.
All right. And to you all out across the 3 platforms, much appreciated for your time. Please consider liking or commenting if you found anything of merit. And if you didn't, feel free to dislike it. That at least tells me that you're not a bot, but that at least you spent some time here all the same. Thanks for stopping by, Dadman. Much appreciated to Dischead from earlier. Hope your foot is feeling better. I'm sure I will hear more about that very soon. And to those else, to the rest of you folks who have stopped by here or there, much appreciated. Merry Christmas to you, one and all. And we will see you all next time.
Yeah.
Bye.